morning student. I am from Scottish Academy High School, Nasik. Today we are going to learn the lesson second, Pythagoras theorem upon geometry. Set 2.1. We are going to solve the set 2.1. Question number 1. Have you read the question? Identify with the reason which of the following are the Pythagoras triplet. Pythagoras triplet. First, what is the Pythagoras triplet? In a Pythagoras triplet, the positive integers are we have taken. We have taken a positive integers, and if the higher or largest positive integer, square of a largest positive integer is the sum of squares of another two smaller number, then that three numbers are called the Pythagoras triplet. Example, suppose we are taking 3, 5, 4, out of which 5 is the highest positive integer. So, square of the highest positive integer is sum of square, means 3 square and 4 square is sum of the smaller numbers 3 and 4, their square. If they are equal, 5 square is a 25, 3 square is a 9, 4 square is a 16. So 25 is equal to 25. Means sum of their squares are equal to the higher positive integer. Then this set of number is called the Pythagoras triplet. So question number 1. First 3, 5, 4. These are three numbers. If they are Pythagoras triplet or not, we are finding Pythagoras. These numbers are Pythagoras triplet or not. So by using again that rule, the highest number, which is the highest number, 5 square. Their square is the sum of the smaller numbers, is 3 square and 4 square. So 5 square is a 25, 3 square is a 9 and 4 square is a 16. The addition of a 9 and 16 is a 25. So these three numbers 3, 5 and 4 is a triplet, is a Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplet. Similarly, in a similar manner, we are solving the second sum. Next triplet is given 4, 9 and 12. 4, 9 and 12. Again by using the same rule, the higher number is a 12, their square. The smaller number, other two smaller number are 4 and 9. The higher number square is the sum of square of smaller numbers. So 12 square is a 144, 4 square is a 16, 9 square is a 81. Then by adding it, 16 plus 81, what is that? 97. Okay. Then 144 and 97 both are not equal. So the given numbers 4, 9, 12. This triplet is not Pythagorean triplet. Then third sub question. Five, 12 and 13. Again same rule we are using. The higher number is 13, their square is the sum of another number square, means 5 square and 12 square. The higher number square is equal to the square addition of the squares of another two numbers. Therefore 13 square is a 169, 5 square is a 25, 12 square is 144. Then we are taking the addition. 5 plus 4 9, 4 plus 2 6, 169 and 169. Right and left, both sides are equal. So this 5, 12, 13 is Pythagorean triplet. Then fourth one. Then fourth one. Twenty-four, 70 and 75. Which is the highest number? 7 from these three. 74. Their square is the sum of square of another two numbers, 24 square and 70 square. 74 square is a 5476. 24 square is equal to 576 and 70 square is a 4900. Then by taking the addition, 6, 7, 9 plus 5, 4 and 4 plus 1. So on both sides, left hand and right hand, both sides are same, so they are equal. Means the triplet 24, 70 and 74 is Pythagorean triplet. Now again and again we are using that rule. The higher square of a higher number is the sum of square of these two another smaller number. If condition is satisfied, then the triplet is a Pythagorean triplet. Then fifth one. Fifth, 10, 24, 27. Again, which is the highest number from these three? 27. Their square, 27 square, is the sum of square of the remaining two numbers, 10 square and 24. Therefore, 27 square is what? 27 square. We studied earlier, or multiplied 27 by 27. 7 7s are 9, 7 2s are 14, 2 7s are 14, 2 2s are 4, 9, 8 means 589 is equal to 10 square is what? 100 and 24 square. What is the 24 square? 576. So adding these two, we get the 676 is equal to 589. 589. Sorry. This is the 6 to 9. This is the 6 to 9. 6 to 9. So both are not equal, so it is a not triplet. It is not a triplet. Then sixth. That's number 1. Sixth. 11, 60 and 61. Which is the highest number? 61. Their square is the sum of the remaining square of the remaining two numbers. Therefore, 61 square is what? 3721. 11 square is what? 121. 36, 60 square is 3600. Then by adding it, we get 1, 2, this is 7, and this is 3. 3, 7, 2, 1. 3,721 is equal to 3,720. Both are the equal. So it is a Pythagorean. This number 11, 60 and 61 is a Pythagorean triplet. 11, 60 and 61. This positive integer are the Pythagorean triplet. So we saw the all of 6 sub question of question number 1. So then we are going to solve the question number 2. Diagrammatic question. I will draw the diagram. M, N and P, and that perpendicular N cube. Have you read the question? In a figure, angle M and P is equal to 90 degree. Angle M and P is a 90 degree. M, N, P is equal to 90 degrees. Means right? Right? Then segment NQ. Segment NQ is a perpendicular to the segment MP or the hypotenuse. Then MQ is given. What is the MQ value given? 9. And QP is given 4. Find out the NQ. Find NQ is what? So the solution. Put the values MQ. Where is the MQ? This is a 9. Then QP is what? 4. Then find the NQ. For that we are using the rule. This is the right angle triangle. MNP is the right angle triangle. MP is the hypotenuse. Then NQ is a perpendicular. So by using theorem of the geometric mean, by theorem of geometric mean. What the geometric mean theorem tells? The perpendicular square is equal to the perpendicular drawn on a hypotenuse. The square of the perpendicular drawn on a hypotenuse is equal to the segment of that hypotenuse. Means multiplication of the MQ into QP or the then NQ. We want to find out the value of NQ. So again we are writing the NQ square is equal to, by putting the value of NQ. What is the value of NQ? 9. What is the value of QP? That is a 4. Multiplication is what? 9 into 4, 36. Then by taking square root of a 36, because we want only the value of a NQ. It is a square. So by taking the square root, we get the value of a NQ is equal to what? 6. That is our answer. Right on it. Then question number 3. Again it is a diagrammatic question. I will draw the diagram. I will draw here diagram. The perpendicular here. This is the right angle triangle. This is the perpendicular. PM. Upper triangle. QR. PQR. Then what will be given? Firstly, in a figure, angle QPR is a 90 degree. In the diagram that will be given. Segment PM is a perpendicular to the QR and QMR. M is between the Q and R. And PM is equal to 10. PM is equal to what? 10. QM is equal to 8. Then find the QR. Find the this whole segment. Find the QR. This whole segment. So for that, again we are using the same theorem, the geometric mean theorem. What that tells? The PM square, the perpendicular drawn on a hypotenuse, is equal to what? The PM square is a multiplication of this segment QM and MR. So by geometric mean theorem. What is that geometric mean theorem? The perpendicular drawn on a hypotenuse, their square, is equal to the multiplication of that segment QM and MR. So by putting the values, PM square, the value of PM is given, that is the 10, their square. Value of QM is also given, that is the 8 into what? MR. So 10 square is 100 is equal to 8 into what? MR. 8 is get multiplied when we are changing the side from right to the left, then it will get divided. So 800 upon 8 is equal to what? MR. Yes. 8 2s are 8 1s are 8 1s are 8, 2 is here, 8 2s are 16, 4 remain, 8 4s are, so we get the value of MR is equal to what? 12.5, 12.5, the decimal form. So we want to find out the value of QR. QR is the sum of QM plus MR, and value of QM is what? 8, and we find out the values of MR. What is that? 12.5. By adding it, 12 plus 8.5 remain as it is, because there is a 8.0 means 0 is added with a 0.5. There is a 0.5 decimal point as it is. 12 plus 8, what is that? 20.5. QR is equal to 20.5, and it will be given in a centimeter. So, 20.5 centimeter. So, we solve the question number 3 also. If given or here is the same, if given, then write the same, otherwise no need to write the unit. Then, question number 4. Question number 4. Question number 4. It is also diagrammatic question. I will draw the diagram. Right angle triangle, PSR. Then I will read the question. In a figure, find RP. Find RP. Find the RP. And PS. And PS also. Both sides. Using the information given in the triangle PSR. So, there is information is given. This angle SPR is equal to 30 degree. And this angle is what? 90 degree. So remaining angle automatically becomes 60 degree. This 90 plus 60, 150 plus 30, 180. The sum of triangle is 180 degree. So in a triangle PSR, what will be given? in a triangle PR. This is the right angle triangle. PSR is a right angle triangle and angle PSR 90 degrees. Then angle RPS is equal to what? 30 degree. And the remaining angle we got it SRP, angle SRP is equal to 60 degree. So we get the 30, 60, 90 degree angle. Triangle of the type 30, 60 and 90 degree. So by using this 30, 60 and 90 degree theorem, by using 30, 60 and 90 degree theorem, we are finding the value of SR by using 30, 60, 90 degree theorem. What that theorem tells? The side in front of a 30 degree is a half of the hypotenuse. This is the hypotenuse. So half of the side opposite to the 30 degree is equal to half of the hypotenuse, means 1/2 into RP. Therefore, we get what is the value of RP is given here, any value is given. Yes. The SR, value of SR is given 6. So 6 is equal to 1/2 into RP. These two get divided. So it will come on a left hand side. It will get multiplied with 6 into 2/1. Means no need to write this 1. Because by dividing 1, there will be no effect. So 6 into 2, 12 RP. So we get the value of RP. Therefore, we get the value of RP is equal to what? 12. Unit is not given, so it is only 12. Then find out the value of PS. Again, by using this theorem, 30, 60, 90 degree theorem tells what this side in front of a 60 degree angle is √3/2 of the hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse? RP. RP is the hypotenuse. By using this property, again we are putting the values √3/2 into RP. RP's value just we got, it is 12. So 2 1s are 2 6s are. So it will be a 6 √3 value of PS. So we got the value of PS is equal to what? 6 √3. So by using the theorems in a Pythagoras, we are solving these sums. Okay. Then question number 5. Then this is the question number 4. If you want to write it, then write it. I got it. Then question number 5. Question number 5. There is also diagram based question. Triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. Then this side is given √8, hypotenuse is given √8, and these two sides both are the equal. Then do the activities. Some blank spaces are given. Do the activity. First, AB is equal to BC. Already it is shown in a diagram, so it is a given. For this blank space, we are writing here the given things. Already given in a diagram. Then angle BAC is equal to, where is the angle BAC? When the two sides are equal, then these angles are also equal. So it is a 45 and it is also 45 degree. Means 45 degree plus 45 degree is 90 degree plus this 90 degree. So we got the sum of the triangle is a 180 degree. Then angle BAC is equal to what? 45 degree. In an isosceles triangle, if it is a 90 degree, if isosceles triangle is a 90 degree, then there another two angles are the same. It is of a 45 degree. Then AB is equal to BC is equal to, again the blank space is given, into the AC. AB is equal to BC. AB, BC. By using the theorem 45, 90, 45 degrees theorem, its value of these two sides AB or the BC is 1 upon root 2 into a hypotenuse. By using which theorem? 45, 90 or 45 degrees, and 90 degrees theorem. It is the side in front of a 45 degree is a 1 upon root 2 the given hypotenuse. Then by putting the values, then AC's value is a what? Root 8. We put this value is a root 2 of a AC hypotenuse. Okay. Then both are in the root. So we are writing root 8 divided by into 1 is a root 8. Root 2 remain as it is. Both are in a root sign. So we are taking in a 1 sign. 1 root. 8 upon 2. 2 ones are 2 fours are. Means root 4, and root 4's value is what? Root 4's value is what? 2. Root of 4 is what? 2. So we get the answer. Both sides having their length 2 unit. Then question number 6. Question number 6. If you want to write it or take a photo. Then question number 6. Question number 6. Question number 6. What is given? Again, a diagram is given of a square. Then there hypotenuse diagonal. It is of a 10 centimeter. It is a right angle triangle. A, B, C, D is a square. Then find the side and the perimeter of a square whose diagonal is a 10. Find the side of a given square whose diagonal is what? 10 centimeter. Therefore, by using the solution, we are solving it. In square, what is the name of that square? ABCD is a square. ABCD is the square. What was given? Their diagonal AC is equal to what? 10 centimeter. The diagonal here is what? 10 centimeter. So we are finding out these two sides or any sides. Suppose we consider these two sides as x. Okay. So only for this region. This is a right angle triangle, because by diagonal there are two triangles are formed. From that, the one is the right angle triangle. By using the right angle triangle property, what is that? The hypotenuse square is equal to side 1 plus side 2. They are square. Means in the right angle triangle, the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of remaining square of the right angle triangle. Then hypotenuse square is what? 10. Their square is equal to side 1 is considered as x, side 2 is also considered as a x, their square sum. X square plus x square. X square plus x square means 2x square, and 100 square is what? 10 square is what? 100. Again, this 2 goes on left hand side, it will get multiplied, so it will get divided. So 100 upon 2 x square. So 2 ones are 250s are. Therefore, x square is equal to what? 50. X square is what? 50. By taking a square root, x is equal to what? Under root 50. Under root 50 is also written as 25 into 2. 50 is also written as 25 into 2. So again, solving this, square root of 25 is a 5, root 2 remains as it is, so we get the value of x. And what is the x? This is the side of the square. Therefore, side of square is equal to what? 5 root 2. We get the side of a square is a 5 root 2. What they ask? They ask perimeter also. So, what is the formula for a perimeter of a square? Perimeter of a square means sum of all sides. Perimeter of square is equal to, it is the sum of all sides, means 4 into x. Therefore, 4 into, what is the value of a side? 5 root 2. We get the value of a side, 5 root 2. So 4 into 5, 20. Root 2 remain as it is. Therefore, perimeter of square, given square is what? 20 root 2 unit. Thank you. The next sum we will solve in the next session.